Hi, this is Freddie K from Team PI Pokemon. I'm just going to bring you a winning tournament list that's just hit the TCG World, and it did really well for Chill TCG. So shout out to those guys for organising massive tournaments. There's over 300 players that actually played in this tournament over this last week. So it kind of like hit top 8 earlier this week, and then it started getting noticed, and before you knew it, everyone is actually scrambling for Centiskorch VMAX and Silvally-GX, because this seems to have nabbed the crown from Pikarom. Pikarom usually benefits from a late game stamp and also a Rai attack and Rai onslaught. So Centiskorch was actually really difficult to. It found it really difficult to actually break through that ceiling. Even though Centiskorch is actually an amazing deck. And what seems to have stabilised it at the moment, plus, you know, it actually still also does have that attack, which is Brave Buddies. If you play a support card from your hand during this turn, this attack does 7 more damage. So it actually does have a little bit of bite towards it. Is the Silvally-GX. Once during your turn before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. So the amount of recovery and recursion that this card allows you to have is amazing. So wouldn't really see yourself doing the GX attack too many times. The Ultra Beasts seem to have fallen off the wayside with the format at the moment. You don't really see too many. The only Ultra Beast you really see is the Cephalon. You just want to knock that out with 120 anyway. The Type Null that's in there's only another Type Null, which is 110 HP, and it's only got one attack, which is a double colorless attack. But the drawback on that one is, even though the other attack does not necessarily have to flip, you've got a retreat cost of 2. So this is actually the most ideal Type Null to have in there. Fairly easy to find and to locate as well. You got your 4 quick balls in there, and you're going to find it. It's not essential to find it right at the very beginning. What you want to front with is Centiskorch V. You want to be radiating heat as quickly as possible, discarding those energies. That's going to be really useful against ADP. So you just start to rip those water energies off. Against Zacian, you should be able to find it's easy going really with Centiskorch VMAX as well. You only need to have 3 energy on there in order to start knocking out the Zacians. The Heatran-GX, if your opponent has something massive that you just want to dislodge, you just use the Hot Burn GX attack. Just plug it down, it's great. Just promote it, and all of the fire energies just go on there. It's we all know that the effectiveness of Heatran-GX because of the success at the World Championships of the Reshizard decks from a couple of years back. So that's well accounted for. G-Max Inferno, I mean, the capless damage on there. Just get all of the fire energy that you can on there and just start to knock things out. And the great addition is Mallow and Lana, which I've seen, and if you've been watching the streams, I've seen Mallow and Lana just completely annoy me. It's starting to gain pace. So if you have like a deck which is just going to regularly two-shot things like the Cephalon, and something like Mallow Lana is actually really annoying. It's really annoying to have, especially if you have your VMAXs as well. You've got that baby Volcanion support, so that's well documented. Early pressure with the Welder, high heat blast, you start doing 150, so it's really cool to have right at the very beginning. You've got your single support from the Goss. You've got 3 Dedenne-GX, excellent support with Cherish Balls. You've got a heavy Cherish Ball line there, so you want to try and find the Dedennes as quickly as you can. Pokémon Communication is your fuel for this, so you've got slots for 3, and you've got a single Fire Crystal just in case things don't quite work out and you're dumping too much fire into the discard pile. You've got your 2 reset stamps, so you've got kind of like your vengeance type maneuver, and it's 2 reset stamps as well, not just the 1, so that's pretty cool. You tend to find that your opponents may get a little bit sloppy after you've played the first reset stamp. You've got 4 Switch in there as well to deal with pesky paralysis type attacks, mainly Rai as well. You've got your 3 Giant Hearth as well, so the Giant Hearth will stick, especially if you have to default a Chaotic Swell. You've got 2 Boss's Orders, but really what you're trying to do is you're trying to demolish everything that's in front of you, hence you've got the lower number. You've got Welders maxed out because that's your choice, and again that's draw power too. Single Air Balloon in there, and you've also got 11 energies, but you've got the 12th one, which is Heat Energy, which takes the HP of Centiskorch right up to 340. So Tandem Shock will not be able to 2-shot it, actually 3-shots it, and by the end of that, kind of matchup, you're probably at a stage where the Rai can't actually get any extra additional resources to deal with that. So that is pretty cool. So hopefully this has been a really useful guide for you if you're just waking up and you're kind of thinking, what's being busted out in standard. This is definitely the deck to try out. The good thing is that we have the cards. We've just been trading heavily for them. The one thing that you really want to try and get at this moment in time before they start going well out of range is the Silvally-GX. The Silvally-GX is being traded for between like maybe 9 to 12 packs at the moment. The Centiskorch VMAX, again, it's a similar one as well, and the Centiskorch V seems to be quite easy to get at this moment in time. So in terms of budget-wise, in terms of being able to afford the decks on PTCGO, it's not too bad, but try and get the Silvally-GXs at this moment in time before this deck's really taking off, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to be starting to stream a few games during the evening, so we kind of like stream maybe around about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Middle East time, which is around about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock UK time. If you can join us, that would be great. If you can't catch up with the streams at a later stage, please give our YouTube a subscribe and a like, and you'll be alerted because we actually stream through YouTube. And also, when we go online, we alert on our Facebook. So like us on Facebook, Team PR Pokemon. And best of luck if you are trying this out and you have any comments about how successful the deck has been. Let us know. One of the things I also wanted to try and think, in terms of content quality, is where could this deck actually go? All right, so it's obviously a successful deck. But kind of thought about Mega Lopunny Jigglypuff. That would actually be a really good one, especially if your opponent has tons and tons of GX and EX in play. But if they're kind of like a V-centered deck, that may not necessarily be the case. We've obviously got Reshiram and Charizard, so you can actually put that in there as a single card. That would be a really interesting twist. You've got Torkoal V could actually be something. You could actually use Steam Crush, discard 2 energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, so that would be quite cool because it's not actually a 3-prizer. I really would like to try out maybe a Cinderace V in this deck, because it's got the free retreat if the stadium is in play, and that would actually be quite useful. You've got Victini V in order to bring up the energies from the discard pile, and finally you've also got Flare UNB as well, which could actually be quite a cool addition if you just want to put your own twist to it, because it's essentially the old Victini Prism attack that you actually have, where you have Power Burner GX. This attack does 20 damage for each Fire Energy card in your discard pile. So that would actually be a really cool, twisty addition if you don't have like the Heatran, or you wanted something as a real surprise right at the end to clear any brick wall up that you're up against. So hopefully giving you something to think about. And let us know in the comments if you are going to be playing this deck, if you think you'd like this deck, or if you can see any other twists to this deck. Shout out to Pedro, and congratulations Robin for yet another innovation, and the Limitless team for bringing that tournament home. I hope you like this video, and I hope you like the review of it. If so, please like, and please leave us a comment as well. We are a growing channel. We're trying to get to 500 subs as well, so that's our next milestone. And good luck playing this, and have fun, and join us on the streams, and catch up on the streams, because we'll be playing this for the next few evenings. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.